Well, I guess for Paul and I, for both of us, you have our reports as regional coordinators. I had all this sorted out, what I was going to say, and it's just all gone out of my head. But anyway, it has been a delight. It continues to be a delight to meet with congregations, to meet people, and to share their love of God and their love of one another in their local communities. There are times when I wish I had more than one day a week to do that in, because it's not enough time. And I haven't been able to share the love as much as I'd have liked over the last few months, but it has been a delight to do that and to be able to continue to do that with you, and to just want to keep encouraging people, encouraging you all in your local congregations, regardless of how big you are. Because what's significant in each congregation is you as the body of Christ in that place being a faithful community and shining the light that the wider community needs to see. So aside from what was in my report, I just want to encourage everyone just to keep going. Keep being faithful followers of Christ.
You could take up an offering now. Yeah, that was great. Thanks, Leanne. And it's been a really interesting year this year. I've spent a lot of time trying to meet with as many congregations as I can, which is never enough. My region, for those of you who don't know, is basically the western half of the city, the northern part of the city, and then everything up to the Northern Territory border and out to the Western Australian border. And there's no time to do all of those things. We have had a really extraordinary time on the Yorke Peninsula. And this is something I could have mentioned in thanking Trevor, that Trevor and Anne and others on the Yorke Peninsula have worked so hard over the last couple of years to bring together all of the congregations on that part of the world. Some are Generate, the rest are Wimala. What does it look like if we work together? And we now have a southern region pastoral minister, a northern region pastoral minister. Both of them are not well at the moment, so we're very fortunate that we've had people be able to step in supply. June Ladner, we're very fortunate to be able to do that in the northern region. And we've appointed a Yorke Peninsula mission minister. And Brenton's here. Brenton, would you stand up? Because not everyone will know you. Brenton is a member of Generate, so maybe not well known to everyone. It's a really significant appointment. Brenton is the right person to do this role, but it's not an easy role because we know what ministers are supposed to do, and we want Brenton to do something that ministers don't normally do. So that's hard learning for the congregations of the Yorke Peninsula. It's hard learning for the other ministry agents. It's hard learning for Brenton and for those of us who are on the council that pulls all this together. So please pray for that work there. We know that it's a significant model and it's being looked at from across the rest of the church in South Australia and beyond. So I don't know whether that should be encouraging or frightening, but that's something that's happened. So I felt it's a great privilege to be a part of that and to support that work. One of the other things to say is that I've been able to spend time with congregations that, and Leanne would say the same, that are really tired. And I don't know about you, but the older I get, the tireder I get. And it turns out I've been getting old my whole life, but for a long time, I didn't pay any attention to it. In the last 10 years, I have. And some of you are older than me, and so I guess you might even be tireder than me, I don't know. But a lot of our congregations are tired. And I think Diane put this so beautifully this morning, that the balance between the truth of who we are and the truth of what the gospel calls us to. But one of the things about getting old is you're allowed to stop doing things. The trick is to figure out which things to stop. I'm still trying to figure that out, so I feel like I'm run ragged most of the time because I haven't yet figured out what to let go of. I have some older people who are mentors to me who seem to have figured that out. Some things can be let go of with grace. Not that they're terrible things to do, or that they aren't worth doing somewhere along the line, but not me, not now. That's going away. And I think that's one of the grace points that some of our congregations, some of us need to learn. What are the things, as Diane said, what is the things that God is calling us to do that are new? And alongside that, what are the things that we have to let go of? Even if we feel a bit guilty, or we feel, well, somebody should be doing this. Well, somebody isn't doing it, and it's okay. Because when you have space, that's when the new things come, isn't it? And I've been trying to have this conversation with myself and with congregations. What does this look like if we just stopped some of these things? What might come? And of course, we've just done the whole resurrection story. Why were there 3 days between the death and the resurrection? I have no idea why. And neither do you, because we don't think about it enough. But there's a gap there. There's an opportunity. Let something go. Don't panic. See what might arise. And I think that's beginning to happen in lots of our congregations as we start to rethink things. So I find I'm spending much of my time encouraging us to be real about who we are and to be honest and to, where it's necessary, to figure out what needs to go and just let it go and see what happens. So I'm going to continue to do that. And if I've not visited you and your congregation, I should have, and I'm hoping to do so. Please call me. And if all we do is meet together for a coffee and talk about what it's like to be us, that's not nothing. And I'm really keen to do that. So I think that will do.